So let's talk about walking away from your girlfriend and the three signs that you need to pay attention to as a man. And if you don't, it's going to hurt you in the long run. Now, the first thing that you want to pay attention to is respect. Think about it. If she is being disrespectful, if she's always challenging you when you have suggestions to make, or you want to lead, or you don't like the way something is done in the relationship, and if she's always constantly bombarding you, doesn't let you lead, she's always putting you down, and when you're around her friends, she's talking bad about you. She doesn't, defend you when somebody seems to be disrespectful in front of you, and you don't get that energy. Well, you want to walk away because men need to be respected. We would rather be respected than be loved. I can't say that enough times because that is in our DNA. And if we don't get respect from a woman, then it's not going to end well because we're not going to be as motivated. We're not going to be as involved with the relationship. And if you find yourself in a situation with a woman who doesn't respect you, who doesn't give you what you need in the relationship in order for it to function properly, then you need to move on. The second sign you want to pay attention to is she adding value into the relationship. Look, guys, if you're pouring all your energy into this relationship, if you're spoiling her, and I'm not saying not to do this, if you're taking her on dates, if you're being on the phone at night and she's not initiating anything like, calling you, FaceTiming you, wanting to hang out with you, starting conversations, or just adding her value into the relationship, then you need to back off and reconsider, is this healthy for you? Because at the end of the day, it takes two people to have a functional relationship. Think about it like a friendship. If one party's doing more of the work, then they're going to feel like, well, this isn't a great friendship because when I need that person, when I'm going through something, they're not available. They have some type of excuse or some type of reason. But the same rules apply in the relationship. If your girlfriend isn't investing, if she isn't reaching out, if she isn't checking on you, if she's not there for you when you're going through a hard time, when you're going through life, then you need to reconsider the relationship and walk away because you need to have a relationship with a woman who's into you, who wants to make sure you're okay, who wants to help you out, who wants to spend their life with you, who wants to see you grow. A woman should want to invest in you. She should want to just respect you and want to spend her time with you and value those moments, right? And if you get the feeling that, man, I'm doing a lot of the work and it doesn't seem like she is providing the same energy, you need to walk away before it's too late because she might just break up with you out of nowhere. And you're like, man, I did all this work and I really wasted my time. So that's another sign you want to pay attention to. And the last sign you want to pay attention to is a breach of trust. Now, trust is very important in any relationship. And when it comes to women, let's just say, for example, you set up a date. You guys been together for a while and you're looking forward to the event, whatever you have scheduled, and you show up and all of a sudden the last minute she's like, you know what? I'm not available. Sorry, I'll catch up with you later. Obviously it's gonna make you upset. But you don't, make a big deal about it. You talk to her, you say, hey, I showed up and what's going on? And if she's still distant, you should be concerned because now she's pulling away and not really sharing what's going on. So there should be some antennas starting to go up. But if you want to give it another shot, set up another day. And if she doesn't show up, move on. Don't waste your time because your time is very important. Now, if you want to break up with her after the first one, hey, that's your call. Now, another good example is what if you share something private with her and you tell her, hey, don't share this with anybody. And you're very specific about it. And she's very close to her mom and sister, and she decides to share your business. That's going to make you very upset because that was personal to you and you didn't want to have your business being spread. Now, her mom and sister know something that's very private and something you don't want to share. And that can be upsetting because you want to keep things between you and her and keep the relationship separate from other family members. And if she can't do that, then you have to ask yourself, well, if I marry her and there's something going on and it's nobody else's business and she ends up sharing that information, you gotta really think about like, is this really worth dealing with in the long run? If she's breaking your trust and you have these trust questions going on and you wonder, is she reliable? And it seems like I'm always available for her, but she's not available for me, then break up. Don't even waste any more time. Because if you can't trust her, if you can't rely on her, it seems like you're doing more of the work. Move on. Because you should be with somebody you can rely on that's dependent. And if you can't share information with them or they can't be on time to things, you just need to move on because it's your time, right? You're spending your investment with a person right? And you can't get that time back. So just try to remember that if you're dealing with these behaviors in a woman, walk away, because there's somebody better out there. There's somebody that's on your level, that's more mature. And if you recognize that, hey, this isn't working out for me and I need to move on, you're doing yourself a solid there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Love to hear your thoughts on, what signs did you notice during a relationship and what caused you to walk away. Also, go check out my other video where I talk about what to do when you're with a girl who has more value. And I'll see you in the next one.